Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to working on this very beautiful summer top, and this is a very easy pattern. We have to repeat only 2 rows for the pattern, and this is the top, and I am going to use 2 colors for this top. If you want, you can use single color also or multicolor. And this is the pattern I am using. This is a very beginner pattern. You can see, right, puff stitch and cross stitch. So I am going to use only puff stitch and cross stitch for the pattern. So we can start working on this tutorial. So for this tutorial I am going to use Big Twist yarn. Okay, this is the yarn I am going to use. The color is olive green color, and this is a 100% acrylic 4-ply yarn, and this is a machine washable and dyeable. You don't need to use the same yarn, you can use different yarn, okay, but make sure you need to use 4-ply yarn, okay, for this project. And another color is the same Big Twist soft yarn, okay, and I am using the 2 whole balls for this project. So 170 grams, 170 grams, okay, so totally 340 grams I've used. This is also 4-ply yarn, the same 4-ply yarn, and here the color is rose color. Okay, so 100% acrylic, 170 gram. Okay, so totally 340 grams I am using. This top size is XL size. If you want, you can use a small size hook for large and small size. Okay, so I am going to use the whole 2 yarns for the project, Big Twist yarn. So I will explain you the pattern clearly now. So I have completed one panel here. So we need to make 2 panels and we need to join them together. So this is the pattern we need to work on. So see here, I have completed one pattern. So the measurement is 19 inches width. Okay, so you can increase or decrease based on your size. So the width is till shoulder part. Okay, this is just a body portion. So the same height is from here to here. The height is 20 inches. Okay, so if you are adding shoulder, means it will go to 22 inches. So the width is 19 inches. So if you can increase or decrease based on your size. So this is the pattern it looks like. Okay, just we are repeating cross stitch, puff stitch, cross stitch, puff stitch for the whole pattern. So repeating 2 rows. So we can start working on this tutorial. I am going to use J6mm hook for XL size. Okay, if you want to use 5mm hook, that is for large or medium. Okay, so based on the hook size, this top will get differ. So you can change the size of hook, depends on your size. So first row is a double crochet row. So for that one, I am going to make a slip knot to start the project. Okay, so for the double crochet row we need to make 74 chains. The chain should be multiples of 3 plus 2. Okay, so you need to add or subtract number of chains based on your size. So I have completed with 74 chains. Okay, so and then adding extra 3 chains. Now you have to skip 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 5th chain, make a double crochet and then continue making a double crochet in every chain till the end of this row. Make sure you should get 74 double crochet at the end. Okay, so just continue making a double crochet like this. So just continue with the double crochet like this till the end. So I have completed now. Okay, now I am going to finish it off this round by making a double crochet in last 2 chains. to finish this round. So row 1 completed. This is the row 1 pattern. Now we have to start with the row 2. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work. Now you have to skip 2 stitches like this. In the third stitch here, make a double crochet, chain 1, then skip previous stitch, and then again in the previous stitch here make a double crochet. So this is the first cross stitch, okay, and then now you have to skip 2 stitches. In the third stitch make a double crochet, chain 1, and then skip the previous stitch, and then again the previous make a double crochet, then skip 2 stitches. The third stitch make a double crochet, chain 1, and then skip the previous and previous stitch, make a double crochet, okay, then skip 2 stitches, make a double crochet in the next, chain 1, then skip 1 stitch, the next stitch make a double crochet. So you have to repeat the pattern like this. So like this, okay, you have to continue cross stitches in 3 stitches, okay, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and then double crochet. So like that you have to make till the end of this row, okay, you just continue like this till the end. So I have completed. Now I am going to make a cross stitch again in the next 3 stitches, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and make a double crochet in the previous next, okay. So 24 cross stitches you should get in the second row. Now you have to make a chain 1, double crochet in the last stitch. Every time you have to finish it with chain 1, double crochet, started with chain 4, okay. Now again chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work. So you have to make a puff stitch in every cross stitch. So in the first cross stitch here, make a puff stitch 4 times, like yarn over, this is a 1 time, this is the second time, okay, like this, and then third time, and then fourth time. So you have to make a 4 times puff stitch like this, and then chain 2, 1, 2, then in the next chain 1 space make a puff stitch. So yarn over first time, and this is the second time, and third time, then fourth time. Pull through all the yarns and then pull through last 2 loops. Make a chain 2. So you have to continue by making a puff stitch in every cross stitch till the end of this row. So continue by making a puff stitch like this, puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch, chain 2 in every cross stitches, okay, till the end of this row. So the design is like this, just continue till end. So I have completed, see here, now, okay, this is the design, it looks like. Now chain 2 I have already made. So in the next cross stitch here, make a puff stitch, chain 1, make a double crochet in the last stitch here, okay. So make a double crochet in the last chain stitch to finish the round. Now I am going to change the color of the yarn like this way. Now again make a chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, turn your work. Now this row is a cross stitch row, so you have to skip the first chain 2 space, first chain 1 space. In the next chain 2 space here you have to make a double crochet. So skip the next space and make a double crochet in the next. So skip the chain 1 space, puff stitch, then make a double crochet in the chain 2 space. Now chain 1, then again make a previous chain 1 space here, make a double crochet, okay, like that. So and then skip this chain 2 space, puff stitch, the next chain 2 space, make a double crochet, chain 1, and then here the skipped space, make a double crochet, and then again make a cross stitch in the next puff stitch, double crochet, chain 1, then double crochet, then again cross stitch in the next puff stitch. So you have to continue by making cross stitch in every puff stitch till the end of this row. So continue making a cross stitch the similar way, okay, till the end here, okay. So I have completed, okay, like this. Now in the next puff stitch make a cross stitch in the double crochet in the last space, and then chain 1, and then double crochet in the previous chain 2 space. Now chain 1, double crochet in the last chain stitch, okay, in the third chain to finish this round. Okay, now you have to start with chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This row is exactly similar to row 3, so you have to continue making a puff stitch in every cross stitch So you have to make a puff stitch in the first chain 1 space. And then chain 2, puff stitch in the next chain 1 space. So you have to make a puff stitch in every cross stitch till the end of this row. So just continue making a puff stitch like this. Okay, so this is the pattern of the top. Okay, so you have to continue making 2 rows till the end. Okay, so puff stitch, cross stitch, puff stitch, cross stitch till you reach row 29. Okay, so you have to repeat row 2 and row 3 and started with chain 4 ending with chain 1 double crochet. Okay, all rows you have to started with chain 4 and ended with chain 1 double crochet, and you just continue making the same pattern till you reach the row 29. Okay, so like this way you just continue. So next we will start working on the shoulder part and sleeve and all. Okay, so here see the pattern looks like this. So like the similar way you have to make 2 panels. Okay, to suit both the panel you have to complete 29 rows with the same pattern. Okay, you just continue and complete. So I have completed, see here, so I have completed 2 panels now. So this one I have completed 29 rows. Okay, so this is the 29th row. Okay, and I have completed neck and shoulder part for 1 panel. So we have to do the same for other panel also. Okay, with the similar way. If you want, you can no need to make a puff stitch in the neck, you just leave as it is, but I have made a puff stitch in the neckline, so it should too good. Okay, after you wearing. So like the similar way you have to make the shoulder part like this. Okay, and then single crochet everything. We have to follow the same pattern for the other panel. So here after the 7 puff stitches we have to start with the row. So here also 3 4 5 7 puff stitches we have to stop. So like this similar way we have to do the neck and shoulder part for the other panel. Okay, so we will start working, and the body portion should same for both the panel. So we can start working on the shoulder part now. So for this shoulder part, see this is the back side. You can see the puff stitch, all puff stitch back side. This is the front side of the top. So this is the front side. So we have to start working on the left side and right side shoulder part, right? So you can take the back side of the top. So we have to start working on the back side now, like this. Okay, this is the back side of the top. So we have to start from the chain stitch. So from here we have to start with the shoulder part. Now make a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As usual, you have to make a cross stitch in the next to 2 spaces. So double crochet, chain 1 and then double crochet in the previous space, and then again cross stitch in the next puff stitch like this. So for the 7 puff stitch you have to make a cross stitch. So this is the 3rd cross stitch, right? And then you just continue making a cross stitch for the next 4 puff stitches. So totally 7 cross stitches you need to make. So 3 completed. So I have completed 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 cross stitches I have made. Now I am going to make a chain 1, double crochet in the next space here. Okay, like this. Now next row, chain 4, turn your work, make a puff stitch in the every cross stitch. So you should get 7 puff stitches in this row. Okay, so puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch, chain 2. Then again puff stitch in the next chain 1 space. And then chain 2. Again puff stitch in the next till the end. Okay, just continue making a puff stitch in every cross stitch till end. So I have completed 7 puff stitches. Now chain 1, make a double crochet in the last chain stitch like this. Now chain 1, turn your work. Now make a single crochet in the same stitch and then single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the puff stitch and single crochet in the 2 single crochet in the chain 2 space, then 1 single crochet in the puff stitch, then again 2 single crochet in the single chain 2 space, 1 single crochet in the puff stitch. So you have to continue by making like this till the end of this row. You should get 23 single crochet at the end. Okay, so chain 1 space, 1 single crochet, chain 2 space, 2 single crochet, puff stitch, 1 single crochet. Like that you just repeat till the end here. So I have completed. See, now I am going to make a single crochet in the space, then single crochet in the last chain stitch. Okay, then chain 1, fasten off the yarn. So we have completed the one side shoulder part like this. Okay, now we have to start the same for the other side. So for here also we have to start from the back side only. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So next the 7th puff stitch, next space, make a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, again make a cross stitch in the first puff stitch here. So here next space make a double crochet, chain 1 and then double crochet here. So like that you have to repeat cross stitch in the every puff stitch. Then again cross stitch. So you have to repeat cross stitch like this till the end. Like the similar way you have to make a puff stitch row also. Next is single crochet row, we will see in the single crochet row. Okay, so I have completed next row puff stitch also. Now here I am going to make a chain 1, the next stitch here make a double crochet. Okay, now chain 1. This is the same single crochet row. So you have to make a single crochet in the same stitch here, and then single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the puff stitch, and then 2 single in the chain 2 space, and then single crochet in the puff stitch, 2 single in the chain 2 space. So you have to repeat like this till the end. You should get 23 single crochet at the end of this row. Just continue till end here. So I have completed. See, now I am going to finish it off this round by making a single crochet in the puff stitch and single crochet in the space, and then single crochet in the last chain stitch to finish this round. Now chain 1, fasten off the yarn, and then finish the round. Okay, so we have completed 2 shoulders like this. Now in the neck portion we have to make a puff stitch. If you want, you can leave the neck portion as such, otherwise you have to make a puff stitch like this. Okay, so for the puff stitch we have to start working from this side. Okay, just insert the hook here, join the yarn, make a chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch. Now in the same stitch you have to make a puff 3 times. You have to make a puff stitch, like yarn over, insert the hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn. This is the first time, and then again yarn over. This is the second time, and then yarn over. This is the third time. So single crochet and puff stitch in the same stitch like this. Now chain 1. Now just you have to skip the long stitch, and in the next stitch here make a single crochet and puff stitch. So you have to make a single crochet puff stitch in every stitch like this. If you are difficult to making a puff stitch like this, you can make a single crochet 1 round. After that you have to make a single crochet puff stitch, skip 2 stitches, single crochet puff stitch. That will also looks good. Okay, now you have to make a single crochet in the next stitch here, and then make a puff stitch, chain 1. So just continue making single crochet puff stitch, chain 1 in every stitch till the end of this row. You should get 15 puff stitches at the end. Okay, so for both front side and back side, 15 puff stitch, 15 puff stitch. Continue making puff stitch in every first chain of 2 chains, right? So every first chain till you reach at the turning here. Okay, so you just continue single crochet, puff stitch, single crochet, chain 1, puff stitch, single crochet, chain 1 till here. So now see here I have completed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now 12 puff stitch I have completed. Now I need to make a single crochet, puff stitch, chain 1 here, single crochet, puff stitch, like this, and then chain 1, and then again single crochet, puff stitch. the stitch here, right? You have to make a single crochet puff stitch and then chain 1, like this, and then slip stitch in the first single crochet here to finish this round. Chain 1. Okay, so now fasten off the yarn. So we have completed the shoulder and neck portion, right? 15 puff stitches you should get. The same you have to get both front side and back side. So here also 23 single crochet, 23 single crochet. Now you have to make a single crochet in the side. Okay, 4 side you have to make a single crochet. So we have to make a start single crochet from here. Okay, you should get 67 single crochet in every side of the 4 sides, right? So you have to insert the hook in the 67 single crochets. Okay, so you have to insert the hook like this and then chain 1, make a single crochet in the same stitch. Make sure you should get correct amount of single crochets in all the sides, so that once you sew them it will look uniform. Okay, so and then single crochet. So you have to make a single crochet in the every stitch and space like this, but you no need to work on the space, only we have to work on the stitch like this way. Okay, so single crochet in every stitch like this. Just continue making a single crochet like this till the end of this row. Single crochet in every stitch. So this side and then that panel also 2 sides. You have to complete 4 sides single crochet, 67 single crochet you should get. Okay, so I have completed the single crochet all the 4 sides. Now we have to join them. Okay, so 4 sides I have completed. Now we have to start joining them. Take the inner part like this. Okay, inner part of the top, so that once you join it will not show them outside. So that's why you can take the inner part. Now insert the hook like this. I am always making a slip stitch in the front loop and back loop. I will always do like that. If you want you can sew them also. Just insert the hook in the front loop and then insert the, first you have to start with the normal stitch slip stitch and then first insert the hook in the first loop here, front loop, and then insert the hook in the back loop and then make a slip stitch. Then insert the hook in the front loop and insert the hook in the back loop. So front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop. This is the way every time I am doing the joining of all the tops. So if you want you can use this method, otherwise you can use normal sewing method. Okay, so just continue making a slip stitch in every front loop and back loop of the 2 sides. So like this way you have to continue making a slip stitch. Just continue till 4 puff stitch rows left. Like here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 puff stitch and cross stitch row left. Till here you just join the portion. So I have completed, see here 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now this is the last slip stitch and then chain 1, fasten off the yarn. So you have to use the same method for joining in shoulder part and other side. Okay, just pull like that. You have to do the all the other sides also. See here, it looks like this. Okay, and then you can join the same method for this shoulder part also. Okay, like the similar way, and then other side shoulder part here the same method, and then here also you just leave the 4 puff stitch cross stitch till here, you just join them. So I have completed everything. This is the top, it looks like. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. So if you like this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel and click notification bell icon. And I have given my Facebook and Insta link in the description. You can follow me in Facebook and Insta. Okay, so look at the design of the top, it looks too pretty. Okay, you can definitely try this one. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you finish this top, you can add me in the comments like how it looks. Okay, you can try with different colors. Thank you.